YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, you got one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. All right, Smell Good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy and positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel. Positive vibes only. We do not tolerate any negativity whatsoever on this channel. All right, so appreciate you guys for sure for coming back yet one more time. So, clones. What's new? You guys love them, I love them, and they definitely have a significant had a significant impact on the fragrance community, and rightfully so. We talk about it all the time. It's an interesting concept to pay a really great affordable price to get something spectacular that you can wear, that you can love and build a relationship with. We all have opinions here in the fragrance community, and honestly, they don't matter. What only matters is what our noses think about the fragrances that we smell, that we wear, and that we appreciate, and that's it. And clones have a rightful spot, in my opinion, in the community, whether you agree with that or not. But that's not what we're here talking about today. Today we're going to be talking about at least some clone fragrances that I think you got to just have in your collection in 2024. We got different fragrances here that represent for different things, at least in my life, and I want to share that with you guys today. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Whether you want to call them affordable fragrances, clone fragrances, inspired by, whatever the term is, all three of those terms apply to these fragrances. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so I'm going to talk about some that I haven't talked about in a while, and just to put something kind of new on the radar and create some conversation there. But they're all great, and this one is great too. From the house of Armand, from the Club de Nuit line, we have Milestone. Club de Nuit Milestone. Man, I've had this. This is one of my, I've had this about 3 years, 3.5 years maybe. I've had this for quite some time. It is an excellent clone of Creed's Milestone Imperial. You got these juicy, tarty, semi-sweet red fruits. You get this salty saltwater accord in here as well, like the kind of oceanic vibe. Beautiful musk in here, and it just works. If you like to take boat rides or even be on the beach, lakeside, and it's a warmer, hotter day, I only wear this when it's super hot. When we get to the dog days of summer, that's what we call them down here in the South, I pull this out because it works and it radiates off your skin in a beautiful, beautiful way. And my bottle has matured over time. I get a good better performance than I get from the Creed. Although the Creed does have better quality, I'll always say that about the originals, especially when it holds true. But the quality is not that far off for me compared to Creed's Milestone Imperial. Got this for around 30 bucks off FragranceBuy.ca or Amazon, one of those. But it just is one of those ones. And for the summertime, for the hot days in the summer, this will work. From the house of Armand, we have Club de Nuit's Milestone, okay? Up next, you've heard me and seen me talk about this quite a bit, and it's just super great, man. Another one that you can wear in spring, summer, and fall for sure. You probably can wear this all year round because of what it does. But from the house of Lattafa, all right, we have Ejazi Intense Silver. Intense Silver. Now, this has been talked about, and I agree. It's kind of a combination of the original La Nuit de l'Homme and Bluey Lake Tree. It has different elements of both into this bottle. But once this gets going and it settles down, it kind of does its own thing. So you have a citrus orange in here. There's an amber in here. There is kind of an aquatic type of vibe to this as well. There's even a fresh, spicy, almost warm spice with that amber effect with this as well. So in the opening, it'll remind you of the La Nuit de l'Homme lines, but to me, it does its own thing, especially when it dries down. But this is one of my favorites to wear during the spring and the summer and the early weeks of fall before it really gets real cooler, well, especially down here where I'm at. But it's good. It might be the cheapest one on the table. This is right now around 18 bucks on JomaShop, JomaShop.com, but don't let the price deter you. It's like that for real, and I really enjoy it. From the house of Lattafa, it's a good one to have in 2024. We have Ejazi's Intensive Silver. Really good stuff for sure. All right, up next, this one really had a lot of hype, and rightfully so. And it smells like rose and fruit punch combined. That's what it is, and it's really, really good. From the House of Lattafa, we have Sabline. Sabline, that beautiful red and gold bottle. Now, this is a clone of a Elie fragrance. The name misses me. It might be red apple, I don't know, but Elie fragrance, but it's really good. Sweet fruits, you got some lychee in here. There's a musk, there's rose in here. Oh, it's so attractive, especially in the warmer months. I'm telling you, super duper unisex. Ladies and gentlemen alike can both wear this, but some men may find it to be a little bit too feminine leaning. That's fine, it's all a preference, but I don't. This is a compliment getter. It's mass appealing. It's just really good to experience in the air and on skin, and I love it. Every time I've worn it, I've received compliments. My wife wears this bottle. It's just like that. Really good. From the House of Lattafa, we have Body Al Ouds Sabline. Beautiful bottle as well. Beautiful. All right. Up next, man, I wore a lot of this when I first got it. And although, in my opinion, I don't think it's a carbon copy, but it's in the realm, but it does its own thing in a great way. From the House of Lattafa, once again, I believe it's, no, excuse me, from the House of Paris Corner, all right, we have Khalil Platinum. Now, when I first got this, I had just smelled the EDT of Le Labo from Jean Paul Gaultier, and I love it. It's top 3, top 4 summer fragrances of all time. And then I got this, and I was like, wow, this is super duper close. But then, when I did a side by side to them, I said, they do have their differences, which makes this, in my opinion, not super redundant if you have JPG Le Beau EDT. Now, hear me out. The coconut here is beautiful. There's a sweetness there, blended with that coconut, just evenly. The coconut really shines more in the original than it does, to me, off my skin. It shines more in the original than it does here. But as it starts to dry down, it's a sweet coconut. It's sparkly, it's vibrant. It's really, really, really good stuff, man. I love it. A great clone. And if you, in the summertime, if you're going out doing your thing, this would just definitely work at the beaches, or you, like, even in the evening time, if it's kind of a beach party or a summer party or something like that, it'll just work. Great stuff. Very close to the original, but as it starts to dry down, it does its own thing, in my opinion. From the House of Paris Corner, we have Khalil Platinum. Khalil Platinum. All right, up next, you already know about this one. The original is running wild in the community, but the clone is really good. From the House of Paris Corner, once again, we have Rafi Cott. Rafi Cott. This is a super duper clone of YSL's Baby Cat. Super duper clone of YSL's Baby Cat. You get this beautiful pink pepper, an elamine, a resinous type of vibe in here. It's very rich, it's very bold. Now, I've experienced the original for sure, and I will say that it is definitely in super duper comparisons, but this one is much more stronger, much more bolder. It's like up a notch, and that's what a lot of these clone houses, they have that advantage. They take the original and they do what they want. They do what they want in the clone, and this is a case where they say we're going to intensify Baby Cat, and they did that, in my opinion. But it's really good, great quality, great performer. Not trying to spend $300 for Baby Cat? That's fine. Spend $40 for Rafi Cott, and if you don't care, you're good to go. From the House of Paris Corner, once again, we have Rafi Cott. Rafi Cott. All right. Up next, I love this house, but I haven't talked about this one in quite some time. And it's really, really good, man. From the House of Alexandria Fragrances, we have Better Peach. Better Peach. Now, this is a clone of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. You guessed it. But here, the booze is much more intensified. The peach is that much more in the air. This is more of a fresher but boozier take on the original. If that makes any sense, get that in the air real quick. And It's so good, man. Super unisex. Some people say we're leaning a little feminine due to the peach, but fellas, hear me out. The booziness in here, the rum in here really saturates the peach, and it gives it, it pulls it a little bit more to that 50-50 line, more than the original Tom Ford Bitter Peach does. I really like this. It's a great date night for the fall, summer nights. It's intoxicating. It's just something different. Something different, and ladies, you can rock this for sure. You could come off impeccably and ultrally beyond sexy wearing something like this. It's a great one. They have this in 30 ml, 50 ml, 30, 60, and 100 ml on AlexandriaFragrances.com. Check them out from the House of Alexandria. We have Better Peach. Doesn't get talked about a lot, but it's really, really good. All right, and last but not least, I am a huge fan of rolls. A lot of y'all know this by watching this channel. This one never gets talked about. I don't think I've ever seen anyone discuss it, but possibly me. And if you are a fan of rolls, look into this one. From the House of Paris Corner, from the Amir line. All right, we have from the Amir line, from the Identity series. It's a lot there, but we have Unique Portrait. And yes, this is a clone of Frederic Maull's Portrait of a Lady. Portrait of a Lady. Very fresh, spicy rolls, which gets a little bit powdery as it goes along the way. There's just get this in the air. Beautiful sprayer for 30 bucks. Yeah, fresh and spicy rolls. There's kind of like this, it leans feminine, but there is this gravity to it that keeps it right from being, I don't want to say grandma smelling, but grandma smelling. And it's almost like, I think there's a leather or oud in here. There's something in here that's pulling it back. I haven't looked at the notes in a while, but the very first time that I smelled Portrait of a Lady, I said, wow, that's a beautiful roll. Spicy, fresh, powdery, not ultra powdery, but it definitely has that powdery facet to it for sure. Great quality here. I've worn this a handful of times, and I've been very surprised at the longevity that I've received. The sillage is really good, especially in the first 2 hours, really extends out. It's a great date night scent, but if you love rolls and you're looking for something different than that sweet and jammy type of rolls, you want something with a little bit of maybe of elegance, a little bit of class touch to it, look into this. When I paid $40 for this off of, I believe I got this off Aroma Concepts, I believe. And when I got it in, I said, wow, why isn't no one talking about this? Now, A Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Maull, of course, the quality is better, but not by that much. Great stuff here. Well done, Paris Corner. From the House Paris Corner, from the Amir line, from the Identity series, we have Unique Portrait. Super unisex as well. Ladies, you can wear this, but fellas, I'm telling you, it doesn't lean super feminine, and it's not grandma rosy. It definitely has some really good elements to it for sure. All right, so in my opinion, those are some clone fragrances that you just got to add to your collection in 2024, and the only reason that I feel that way is because I love those and they're in my collection. But there's so many more clones that you can get in 2024. I know that, you know that, but for video purposes, I wanted to talk about some ones that haven't been discussed in a while, and maybe put you guys on something different that maybe you haven't heard of, away from the Hawasses and away from all of the well-known intense mans and cologne fragrances of that nature. All right, so let me know down below in the comments, what do you guys recommend? How do you feel about these 7? And yeah, I always appreciate the love and support, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. All right, so until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, of course. Positive energy and positive vibes. Remember, what you put out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. And as always, splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And I haven't said it in a couple videos, and I noticed that, and some of y'all got on to me. So here we go. Splack it. Be cool.